Welcome back in. There's nothing like a heartfelt musical to elevate our spirits this holiday season, and we are thrilled to chat with the talented star of the Waitress musical at the San Francisco Playhouse, who brings the enchanting character of Jenna to life. Here to discuss her journey and what this festive production means to her is actress Ruby Day. Hi, Ruby. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
Yes, so excited to have you. So tell us a little bit about Jenna and Waitress.
Okay, so Waitress centers around Jenna Hunterson, as she's a waitress and a very gifted pie maker at her local pie diner. She works there with her best friends, Dawn and Becky, and the story kind of follows her as she tries to find her way through and out of an abusive relationship and build a life for herself that is meaningful and that she's inspired to live. And obviously pies and baking are a huge part of the story. So she kind of arms herself with her pies kind of as like spells is how I like to think of them, for protection and bravery and comfort and courage, as she kind of twists and turns through this chapter of her life. And of course we have the amazing music by Sarah Bareilles, which is a gift to sing, and it's a bumpy ride. There's some challenging moments, and there's a lot of tenderness and sweetness, humor, and yeah, it's a beautiful show.
Awesome. So how did you personally land in this role? Was there something specifically that attracted you to Jenna and doing this musical?
Yeah, I think honestly I would have to say the music. I listened to Waitress when it first came out several years ago, and I love Sarah Bareilles, and it's very, all the songs are very like connected to the heart, I feel. So it really kind of just pours out, and is just beautifully melodic. I'm really in love with the music.
Okay, you're really selling it. It sounds wonderful. How do you, as the actor in this, how do you prepare like vocally and physically for singing like that?
Yeah, I drink a lot of water. I take a lot of vitamins so I can stay healthy. And I steam, do lots of vocal warm-ups. After the show, I try not to talk. I do a vocal cool down. There's a million different things to do. But I think rest and water, hydration, and a warm-up are kind of the most important things.
Those are the keys.
Yeah.
How did you get started? I mean, this is a Broadway musical. You obviously have so much experience and talent to be cast in this. Tell us a little bit about your background and how you got started.
Yeah, I started in my local choir in my school. I loved chorus so much. It was the favorite, like my most favorite part of the day. And my school, Mill Valley Middle School, shout out, put on musicals every year. So I got started doing that, and just totally fell in love and did not want to stop. So just continued on my path, went to college for musical theater, and just, yeah, have not stopped. And I'm so lucky to be able to play this amazing character.
Well, congratulations. So exciting.
Thank
a childhood
you.
dream, it sounds like. So
yeah.
That is very, very cool. Tell us a little bit about the rest of the cast and the other characters we'll see in this musical.
Yeah, we'll see Jenna is accompanied anytime she's at the diner with her best friends, Dawn and Becky, played by the amazing Sharon Shao and Tanika Baptiste. They are so brilliant, and they have their own delightful subplots of their own, strong female characters kind of making their way through life and trying to just, you know, have life be special for them, and choices. There's a lot of themes. Yeah, I don't want to give too many characters away. It's really that trio. We have some quirky men who show up. We've got a doctor. We've got an abusive husband.
Right. All kinds of people.
All kinds of people. The diner, the people who live in the town. It's your classic community with some tight-knit friendships.
Awesome. Well, we've heard how she goes through so many different kind of phases in this. She's kind of learning how to be herself again and who she is again. Can you tell us if there's a main message that you hope people take away from seeing this musical, maybe one of inspiration and hope, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's so much about Jenna and all of the female characters, specifically their resiliency, and just whatever life throws, they just keep getting back up. And Jenna really, I find her story is so much about getting back in touch with her intuition and feelings again, and, you know, letting things affect her and kind of letting her intuition guide her into her life that she's excited about. So yeah, resiliency and intuition and love.
Wonderful. We cannot wait to see it. I want to ask you one last question just about yourself. Any advice that you would give to young, maybe aspiring actresses who are watching you today and they say, I want to be like that and I want to do those big musicals? What should they think about and do?
Anything they can to be involved in music and theater. Take classes, audition for your local shows, take singing lessons, take dance classes, and just try. Just try, fail, and get up and do it again, and just keep going. And if you love it, just don't stop.
Awesome. Wonderful advice there. Now, can you tell us the dates and times that people can come see these shows? Yeah,
we are doing 8 shows a week, so we are Tuesday through Sunday, and till January 18th.
Wow, lots of shows to see. All right, well, thank you so much, Ruby, for coming out and talking to us about this musical, and good luck out there. Thanks.
Thank you.